Holly. Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, this team 11-0 with everything on the line. They could have their eyes turned towards the conference championship next week, but they know they've got to take care of business today and not overlook this opponent. He said a perfect season is on the line, but we cannot get ahead of ourselves. Today is the only day that matters. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Gamecocks offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And you'll remember the last time these two clashed, it wound up being a tight one right to the finish.
And you know it's always going to be emotional, David. There's so much trash talking in rivalry games like this. These two teams, these two fan bases absolutely hate each other, and they let each other know about it all game long, even before the game.
And that's what makes it so much fun to cover. Who can manage their emotion, not get those dumb penalties?
Wide open spaces. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we get our first look at Christopher Vizina. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And the timing just a hair off. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
Spins away from the defense. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Here he goes. He's past the sticks. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. The Tigers are marching down the field. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Unleashes one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Straight ahead, it's Henderson, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Rides to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up. He's changing the play. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Extending the play. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. The screen, and watch out. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. during the state fair in Columbia as Big Thursday was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. Breaks into the open. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Sellers. Rush right in his face. He'll pull it down. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Sellers. They're all over it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Looking left. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Burrows. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Tradition a huge part in college football, and this rivalry has its place among the very best. And a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Right side, it's Johnson. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw again. Takes a hit as he fires. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. From the gun, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. They'll give it to Johnson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw. Fires it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Enough to move the chains. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Throwing, Sellers. The sure hands, it's Tyler. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Move to his right. Going right and going deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That
got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Just couldn't quite squeeze the interception, and man, did he have some daylight in front of him. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Trying to get started. He gets a block. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Here's Sellers to throw. Finds his target. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Quick give. It's Davidson. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry up.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And the Gamecocks, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Got out of trouble and throws. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Makes a grab and room to run. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Needs it. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Tigers sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Looking down the middle. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw on 3rd. He's going to run it. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Under pressure. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The run inside. It's Davidson. Crosses the 30. At the 40, there he goes. Turning it on. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the number 12 team, the North Carolina Tar Heels.
The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burrows.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind him. Nice job.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Sellers. Oh, pressure's coming.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
He's got it. Brought down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
You've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Gamecocks will try to move the sticks on fourth down. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop. Offense in a bunch formation. The handoff to Johnson. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Running inside. It's Johnson. Driven back.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Unloads it left. Complete downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big gain, but they've got it first and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, they'll make those contested catches.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Out wide right, it's Burrows. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 81, set to advance on the football.
Coming out with it, it's Davidson. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing, Sellers. Going downfield for the big play. Catch inside the 25. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got the tight end, and they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Hits inside, it's Davidson. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That might be the proverbial fourth quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win. South Carolina starting to feel a little cocky, and why not, as they stretch the lead on Clemson.
They're cocky, and they should be the way they're dominating this game on both sides of the ball. They are bringing it to Clemson.
And South Carolina's fan base is one of the best in the country, and they are jacked out of their mind right now to be putting it on their in-state rival.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. Down he goes. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz. But because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Setting up the screen. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on fourth down. Rush is on. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Sellers from the gun on third down. Still looking. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. They'll give it to Johnson.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. Clemson will send the punt team out. That leg is staying loose, already the fifth kick of the night. Nice punt, and he'll make the fair catch at the 6-yard line. And while you can quibble with that, I guess starting at the 6 is better than starting at the 1. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Down here on the Gamecocks sideline, with this big lead, guys, we are seeing the coaches start to reward some of the backups. That backup running back is in now, and he has earned it. Coach told me before the game, all these guys have performed well in practice. They are earning their time, and now with the big lead, he is going to reward all those players who are working so hard. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Here's Sellers to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Long way to go on second down. Sellers to the air again. Right down the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Sellers from the gun on third down. Left side is Davidson. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Rid of it on the RPO. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davidson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Sellers. Right side, it's Tyler. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Moving the pocket, it's Sellers. Big fella moving. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's looking to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Johnson. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Keeps it on the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Anytime South Carolina